Hi there folks! In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to use Collect Earth in order to do your data entry within the Google Earth interface and then end up with a result that you can upload, bulk upload, to the EAMENA database. Okay, so the way we're going to start is by loading a Collect Earth project file. So I'm going to double click that and it will open up in Google Earth Pro. So once Collect Earth is loaded, I'm going to make sure that my username matches the username I have in the EAMENA database. And then click Update. Then I'm going to want to upload a series of sites that I want to do data entry for in KML format. So I'm going to go to Tools, Load Points from KML. And then for this tutorial, I've got 3 sites in a KML file, which we're going to open. Then it prompts you to save a CSV. So I'm going to call this CSV file tutorial and click save. Then when it asks you this next question, we click yes. Okay, now if I expand the little Collect Earth data tree over here in the Places panel, we can see we have these 3 sites and they've got these red exclamation marks, meaning that the data entry for them is not yet done. If I double click on the first site, we'll zoom to that location. So here we are, it's the site of Oudna in Tunisia, an ancient Roman town. And if we click on this yellow square, we then get the EAMENA database entry form pop up for us. So then I can start doing data entry for this site. So for the resource name, I can type in the name of the site. And then this box will appear asking me what type of name is this that I'm assigning. And we're going to choose toponym. Okay, so then you'll see along here we've got various tabs for different types of data entry. So the location, certainty is high, the overall site shape, I'm going to say, is polygonal, the topography. Let me see now, we'll say it's on a plain or plateau. And then we can click next. And you can go through doing this data entry for the individual fields. When you've finished, click along to the final tab, fill that in, and then click send. Okay, and then when we click OK, it will fly us to the next location. So the only thing we can't do here, which is important to note, is alter one of these locations in the KML file at the moment. We're hoping to change that, but at the moment you need to make sure that your locations are correct before you start going through your process of data entry. So we have a green tick now for Oudna. And then this next site is the town hall, or Hotel de Ville, in Beja. And to do the data entry for that, I'll go through the same process, but I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to click through and click send, just so we can get through the tutorial quickly. And here we have the final site of the Nubidian town of Duga. Again, clicking on the yellow square to start the data entry. And again, I'm skipping it, doing the actual real data entry for the most part. And clicking OK. So, once you have your data entry done for however many sites it is that you are doing, the next step is to click down on your Collect Earth program in the bottom to get this menu up and we go to Tools, Data Import Export, and we want to export the data to CSV. So now again I'm going to type tutorial 2 and then click Save. When it asks you to click, if you want to include labels for the code attributes, it's very important that you click No, otherwise the next step won't work. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, now we have a CSV file with data in it from these 3 sites. What you're going to do next is do Control A to select all of this data, then Control C to copy. And then we're going to open up this bulk upload template, which you'll see is blank, and we'll cut and paste that data in there. Then we need to run the macro by clicking the smiley face. Then you'll see that the data that you've inputted has been changed into these series of tabs, which is the format it needs to be in to upload to the EAMENA database. 2 further steps are necessary. This sheet 1 contains our original data that we copied in from the CSV file from Collect Earth. So I'm going to do, and then I need to go to File and Save As. And instead of it being a macro-enabled workbook, we need to save it as a normal Excel workbook. I'll call that tutorial bulk for bulk upload. Okay, so now we're ready to try a bulk upload. So I'll go to the resource manager in the database, click the bulk up file, go to new upload, choose the file, find my tutorial bulk Excel workbook that we just saved, click open, and then click validate file. And thankfully it's passed all of the validation tests, so we would be able to then click on this number 4, step 4 here in front of us, load resources, and that would load the resources into the EAMENA database. Of course, making sure to do that at a time when no one else is working on the database. Okay, folks, thanks for listening.